Good morning. Today is August the 25th. I want to welcome everybody coming in the door. This is Summer Sketch Giveaway. And so we're going to get going here in just a couple minutes as this loads into the different channels where I'm broadcasting to. So welcome to Summer Sketch Giveaway. If you're here, I see people coming in. I've got people coming in on YouTube. Welcome all my YouTube people to this year's Summer Sketch Giveaway, and welcome to my Facebook crew as well. All of you that are out there in Facebook land. So today I am doing Summer Sketch Giveaway. So if you are looking for the Summer Sketch Giveaway today, this is it. You have hit the right place. We are going to be doing a demo, or I'm going to be doing a demo. You're going to be watching. And then I'm also going to give away some prizes as well. So I wanted to get us going and get things moving here. I'm just checking a few things over, making sure I am working online. If you want to shout out in the comment box and let me know you're hearing me and all is good, I'd love a little feedback just so that I do know that all is working. It's showing we're live and it's showing that there are some people. So if you'll send me a note before I get rolling, I would love that. Again, if you're new to my channel or new to some of my Facebook lives, Summer Sketch Giveaway has been going on for 6 years. Awesome. Thank you for all Julie and Kelvin and Sharon. All right. Honestly, great. Thank you guys. I see everybody saying you can hear me, so that's good. Welcome to the 6th year of Summer Sketch Giveaway. And I almost didn't get it in this summer because it's been so busy, but I am here. Good on YouTube. Thank you, Cecilia. All right. Awesome. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be doing a demo for you. I have it recorded, so we'll be able to kind of talk a little bit. But if you've never watched a Summer Sketch Giveaway, what is Summer Sketch Giveaway? This is my 6th year, and it's a place just for learning. I like to share. We're sharing. Hopefully you get inspired by today, and we talk a little bit about tools. So like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years, and I've done a lot of it. And my Summer Sketch Giveaway typically is about notans and the grayscale and using markers, which I'm a big proponent for. And in my online courses and when I'm teaching a lot, I try to get people to do that as well because I know it's helpful. Awesome, Kelvin. I think I was here for the first one. Wow. You've been with me a long time. Big thank you for that. That's awesome. I'm watching the chat a little bit. I want to be able to talk to everybody, but I do know I need to keep this program going because you all have things to do. Probably you've all got to get to the easel or the drawing board or something. So anyway, I am Linda Glover Gooch for those that are new. This is my 6th year. There will be 2 winners today. So if you signed up on that previous list that I had out there to sign up to win, I'm going to draw some names today. And I really hope that you're on board here today because it's really fun when those people are here. What I'm giving away are 2 free enrollments to my Sketch Extravaganza class. And that's an online course that has 10 small notan tutorials in it. I talk about all the supplies and I take you through those sketches. So that is what I'll be giving away, 2 winners today. And I'm looking over there and I see a lot of my people coming in. Hi, Diane from Tucson. We've got Catherine from California. We've got Georgia. It's awesome. I'm so glad to see everybody. So like I said, today I will be giving away 2 winners at the end after the demo. So what is the demo? This is what I'm going to demo today. And it's a little splashy cloud scene. And I'm just doing it in black and white. Now, I do predominantly do this all the time before I'm going to do a big painting. This is sort of like my process to get me down the road before I go bigger in a painting. So this is what I do. And I do try to get people to do this I'll do it in sketchbooks quite a bit. I have a couple sketchbooks here, and we can, if you have questions about sketchbooks and anything later, but you can see like these are like pieces that I've done when I want to do like a bigger painting, or sometimes they're for a course. I do different things. This is a Strathmore sketchbook, and not every sketchbook works great for markers. This is a little bit cheaper brand. This is the Kansan Mixed Media, but I really like this sketchbook because it does hold up well. This is when I was doing a bigger piece, and I was trying to do a bunch of different little views of it. Like, do I like the cloud this way? Do I like the foreground this way? Practicing saguaros because they're a challenge. And when you go to paint them, they're more of a challenge. And then just like another one here where I was doing a Sedona piece where I have like 3 different images. So I do a lot of them in sketchbooks. One sketchbook, and I'm just kind of sharing which sketchbook works best for gouache. The gouache sketchbook that I love, this Pat is asking, the gouache sketchbook that I love is by Hanamule, and it's their tone sketchbook. And it works great for gouache, and I can let you know about that, Pat, later too. This is a pretty nice sketchbook. This is the Handbook Journal by Speedball. It's 100% cotton, but you can see here the paper is really thick. So I was doing a moonlight scene. So before I went to oils, I tried a lot of different versions of it, formats of it. So the markers, none of it bleeds through, which I really like that. And then I did do some gouache in it here, which worked fine. And that one is colored pencils. So that was a different scene. That was when I was doing a little seascape. But this is a pretty nice sketchbook. It's really heavy. So it takes markers. It takes, this is some pencil, graphite water soluble pencils. These are this watercolor markers. And then it took some watercolor here. This is the page right here that I did to create, that I was working on creating this. So this is kind of like the process. This is actually, I didn't know this was going to plan this way, but I do happen to have that painting getting close to being done. And then this is how I work my way up to a bigger painting. So I did a black and white in some markers. These were the, let me see, the Faber-Castell watercolor markers. So I could do some washes with it. And then this one was watercolor. And then the painting is oil. So this is kind of why I do these. So I'm not getting the chance to see some of those questions while I'll check them over. Someone wants to know, will we get a recording of this? You can't keep up on all the sketchbooks. It'll be on Facebook and you can go back and watch it again. But this was the Speedball Handbook Journal. All right. And you know what I'll do? I'll go on Facebook, and in a top comment, I'll pin it and I'll write these 3 sketchbooks in there for you guys. That will probably be helpful. And then we don't have to keep like going over it, and we can get on to the demo. But the Kansans, and then the other one was a Strathmore. I'll go in and put all those in there. That way you guys can see what sketchbook. And then I'll list also, Pat, the one that I like for gouache. I'll list it and pin it in that. That will happen after this generates and then gets back up on Facebook. Then you guys can read that. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. And like I said, I don't get to see all these comments because it's moving through. But I'm going to push us into the demo. All right. And it's going to be of this sky. But first, I'm going to tell you what I'm using is those Blick Studio markers. I love that set of markers. Now, for a lot of years, I used the Prismacolor, but then Prismacolor disappeared. And so this is a set that I really do like. It's not overly priced. I think it's around under $30 or something for the 6. And they work pretty good. So this drawing that you're going to see me do today, I'm doing with this Blick marker. And then I do pick up a little micron in this demo and run a little bit of that. So I pre-recorded this, like I said, so that I'm going to go back through and answer some of those questions while this is going. This is a really short demo. It's not too long. And then we can talk about it afterwards, and I can go over some more questions and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and run it. As soon as I click this button, this demo starts. So I'm going to quiet myself real quick here and then start this demo. Today's sketch, I'll be using the Blick Studio markers, the grayscale set of 6, and I'll be using a small fine point micron as well. There is the finished drawing. Now let me take you through it, and we'll just build this little sketch together. I typically, if I am going to use a thumbnail or a sketch like this to create a bigger painting, I do grid it off because I really want to pay attention to my composition. So I did grid this, and I'm just using a pencil to get my drawing set, see if I like the shape of the cloud, and think about my foreground. Starting off with the lightest color, the number 1, which is the basic gray out of the Dick Blick, I'm just establishing the shadow of the cloud. Now I layer these markers, so what you see there is not going to be the final. Just know that I work in layers. So we just build that shape, and then grabbing the number 5, I want to set my ground. I want to plant some darks and start developing the uprights, which would be the darkest darks in this piece. And then I'm back to the lightest one. I'm going to establish that distant mountain and just keep it simple and bring a little bit of that value to my flat plane. Now, I start into the sky with a number 2 and quickly realize it's not going to be dark enough, so jumped up to the number 3 shade and going to block all that blue sky in. So I just quickly go through there and pay attention to the shapes. I want the shapes to be interesting. Then I'm going back to the lightest value, slowing down, thinking about these small little intricate marks, if you will. I don't want to lose all my white. I want some design. And then I use that same color again. Now I'm layering one more time that shadow base of that cloud and just coming in and getting that dark, layering that in there. I want to start building some volume to it. It's a little flat still, so I'm trying to build out some meat, so to speak. Just layering it one more time, and I'm pushing a little bit harder and just getting it a little bit darker. Every time you go over it, it darkens it. And one more time up over the sky. And remember, they go on a little bit darker. They're going to lighten. All these markers lighten a little bit as they dry. So they always look a little bit darker when you first put them on. Making that value darker. Again, still using the number 2, just going over all these darks. A little bit more interest in the foreground. Now I picked up a 0.5 micron. I like to tweak out a little bit of stuff in my foreground. Sometimes it gets covered, sometimes it doesn't. You know, just do what makes you happy. Some people just stick with the big markers. I like to play a little bit and tweak out some little accents up close. Wouldn't see any of these small fine marks off in the distance. Now I picked up the number 2, and as I'm thinking about this composition, I really want that front area to be kind of shadowed, like a cloud hovering over and darkening this foreground up close, because I don't want it to be so busy that you have a hard time getting through the composition back to the main star, which is this splashy cloud. I call this a splashy cloud because of that design. Darkening my uprights one more time, another layer. Now I'm going to start laying in my rain squall, and super light touch, like barely hitting. I've turned that sideways and I'm trying to barely hit that surface. I want to portray that rain squall coming out of there. And I'll hit it one more time because you sure don't want to push hard on this. It's very light in my hand. Now I want that horizon sky to go darker. Only white that I want left is the white of my cloud. And I'm going to go the opposite direction with my stroke so that it does not compete with the downfall of my rain. Then I'm going to hit my rain squall one more time to pop it in front of that value that I placed on that horizon. Darkening under the cloud one more time. Giving it a nice heavy base. There we go. Okay, there we go. So hopefully that was helpful and you guys enjoyed that. I did this on some heavy card stock. So you can see it's about this size. I'll enlarge me here so you can see me. So I did that piece on just some heavier cardstock because it was traveling with me for some shows and events. But I also will do these, separate out of sketchbooks too. Kind of just depends on what I think I might need it for. One thing you can do occasionally, like I will gift these to my collectors if they buy the bigger painting of this. Sometimes it will go with the painting. Sometimes I've sold them framed. Others I just hang on to for lessons or whatever. But anyway, hopefully that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, add them to the chat box there. Let me know if you like these demos. Again, obviously I speeded it up because that actually took me probably a little under an hour to do the real thing, which I, speeded up and time lapse to get through it. So that was what I used, again, was the Blick markers. And then I used a little micron there at the end. And yeah, so that's where we went with it. That was the demo, and that's the finished piece right there. So the chat has been kind of quiet. I don't know if you guys are still on. If everybody's still there, let me know what you thought of that, if you enjoyed it, and we'll talk about sketching. So what I wanted to do was tell you that if you want to practice this, I have some sketching lessons, free sketching lessons at my blog. And I will put the links in the chat box where you can find those. There are 2 different sketching lessons there that you can download the photos. And thank you, Kelvin. I know you guys are still there. Awesome. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate that. It's good to see. And I know the chat runs a little bit slower than live. So you're welcome, Ivy. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know Julie, she says she struggles with values. So that was helpful. And know this with markers too. The reason I kept saying to you was the idea of layering with it. Once you put one down, and when I'm doing clouds, honestly, I start out conservatively. You see, when I started that cloud, I started with the very lightest value in that 6-pack because you don't know for sure. They dry a little bit lighter, but you can always add more. You can't take it away. So I do start that. You're welcome, Diane. I'm going to put in the post, I'm pasting in there 2 links. And so those are to these free sketching courses that I have at my blog. So it's lindaglovergooch.com/106, takes you to the 18-minute lesson. 115 takes you to how to improve your sketching. And what's there at those is you get the download of the photos, and then you can watch the whole tutorial from start to beginning to kind of take you through it. So if you're interested in that kind of practice, I put those links in there for you. And that's just really what it is, a place, and they're done in the black and white. And just because I use Blick markers, you don't have to. Some of these I might have used Prismacolor. You can use Tombows. You can use Creative Artist Loft, or you can use Copic markers. Just, adapt it to whatever it is you're watching. So you don't have to do, the exact same markers. You're welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed it. Let me talk to you about what's coming up this summer. I have a couple things, and then we're going to do the drawing for the winning. I have my gouache course, my online course. I have courses that sit at masterfulpainting.com. I have a gouache course opening in next month, mid-month. We don't have the exact enrollment date yet because I'm actually still working on the paintings and the videos. But what it's going to be is it's going to just be about painting some beautiful, magnificent scenes and learn gouache along the way. So there's not a lot of like high tech, there's not a lot of videos of color swatching, or there's not a lot of videos of brushwork. It's just, you're going to go on this journey of how I learned gouache. The way I learned gouache was I picked out an image. I'm like, ooh, I like that. And I tried to paint it. And so now I'm going to take you through this with me, and you can paint these beautiful images. I take you to Glacier. I take you to a rainy night scene. We do some aspens. There's multiple. We're going to use a wet palette, and I'm also going to use a dry palette. So I've got different variations in this. So that's happening in mid-September. There is a wait list if you're interested in getting on the wait list just to hear like more information about it. I'm going to post that in the chat too, where you can, after we get out of here, you can go and just go to that lindaglovergooch.com wait list and sign up to get on the wait list. I've been sending videos out to those people, letting them know this is what's coming. And then as soon as that date is in stone, I'll be sending that information out. So that's going to be really fun. Gouache is a really fun medium, and I'm excited to share that. Now, I do my whole paintings in a sketchbook on this, and I love doing them in sketchbooks, but you don't have to do that. You can do them on little illustration boards or whatever kind of paper you want to, and give the paintings away or sell them, whatever your, vibe is. You get to do it. You get to pick. And now I'm going to talk about the giveaway is going to be 2 entries into this Sketch Extravaganza course. And just to tell you what that is that course is on the masterfulpainting.com website. And it is, it's for just the black and whites only. And it has 10 different, sorry, I lost my train of thought because I was looking down here at my slides. It has 10 different sketches in it. So the retail value of this course is $67. If by chance you win it and you already are in Sketch Extravaganza, I'll just give you a $67 credit towards any other course that I have at this school. So I have like a cloud course, I have the Grand Canyon course, I have a course on rocks, and the gouache course is coming. So if you already are in Sketch Extravaganza and you're one of the winners today, then I will give you just a credit towards something else. We're still working out the price on the gouache course. Someone asked here, and I'm sorry, I just don't have an answer for you because it's really depending on how many more paintings we get put into it. Right now, I've got 5 paintings in it, and I'm looking at a couple others I really want to try to get in there. So that was basing the course. but it will be very reasonable. I've tried to keep all my courses reasonable. And when it opens up in September, there will be a special launch price too, but about 25% off the regular price. So I'm not trying to be like quiet about that. They ask in the chat. I just don't know yet because I don't want to like price it too high. I don't want to price it too low. I put a lot of work. So that's where I am on it. And when you build out these courses, there's a lot that goes into it and you just have to figure your way out. Thank you, David. Your workshop on clouds was a game changer. Thank you, David. He says that my cloud course, which would be on masterful painting, was a game changer and I'm an excellent teacher. And I appreciate that. That's really nice. Thank you. So the way that I'm going to, let me see where we're going here. Yeah. So let's do the winners. That way, if people are like wanting to know if they won, and then I'm going to tell you a couple other things after I draw the winners. I'm going to tell you a couple other things coming up because I do have workshops coming up in Scottsdale. And if you want to get on my free lesson list, how to do that. But I don't want to keep you guys like hanging here for the winners. So the way I'm going to do this is, let me go big. You got to come back. I'm going to remove this. Okay. I have this random number machine on my phone. I have the list of all the people that signed up. So you know if you went to that page and you signed up, you know that you're on there. So what I'm doing is I've got the numbers listed here. I'm going to hit start, then I hit stop, and I'm going to go here and see who the lucky winner is. And I really hope that it's somebody on here because I really like to try to get a winner on board. And I have said in the past that you have to be present. And there was one year where it went on forever. So I'm kind of designating a rule. I'm not going to go past 5 times of doing this because I think I did it like 10 times or something, trying to get somebody here because I do like my winners to be present. All right. So fingers crossed. That's right. Julie in Minnesota, her fingers are crossed. Let's get this going here. So this takes you into Sketch Extravaganza course, which is the black and whites, like 10 of them I take you through. So that's what these prizes are. Just so you know, this isn't the gouache course. This is the marker course, Sketch Extravaganza, that sits online. All right, let's do this. Okay, you can see it's running there. And I'm going to hit stop. Number 12. Okay, number 12 is Linda Davis. Are you on, Linda Davis? Linda Davis from Oxford, Massachusetts. If you're on, jump in the chat and let me know. I haven't really seen that name. I need to mark this. I haven't really seen this name. So we'll see if she shows up here in a minute. Did anybody see Linda Davis in the chat? If you guys know, let me see if anybody's, we'll watch for her. Because if she doesn't show up, if she doesn't come in here, I'm going to draw again. Because I do like people to be present to win. So we've got quite a few on here. So I'm going to go now on to the second drawing here. So we're going to hit this. And I have this set so it does not repeat. So it will not do number 12 again. Here we go. Start. Oh, why is this not starting? Okay. Oh, it's froze up on me. Let me load it again. Sorry. Technology. That gives us a minute to get Linda on board to see if she's here. All right, let's see. I got to change it to number 2 because number 1 is me when I tested out that. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. It's running. And we're going to hit number 9. Charlotte Jensen. Is Charlotte Jensen here? Okay, did anybody see? I'm looking through here and I did not see Linda Davis on here. And Charlotte is number 2, so I'm going to draw again. I'm going through really quick to see if I can see Linda Davis, and I don't see her here on any of the chat. She could be watching and she could be doing dishes and not listening. So let's do it again. All right, we're going to do it again here. We'll get this going. We're going to get a winner in here. So sit tight with me. Do not go anywhere. And we are going to, not sure why I'm having to restart this every time, but let me click that and see if that does that. Okay. All right. You got your fingers crossed. If you put your name in that little box earlier and signed up, 91. There's 92 people that signed up, if that tells you anything. So this was a recent person. 91 is Viek, Viek, Lakotia. Are you there? I have not seen that name on board here. That doesn't mean they're not listening. All right. So we're going to go again here. And they can't chime in after the live and say, oh, that's me, because they weren't here to win. Is Mary Bataro. Mary Bataro from Lakespur, California. Mary, are you on? This happened to me before, and I'm like, oh, come on, people, show up for the live so you can win. Because is there a Mary? Mary, are you here? I didn't see, because I've been scrolling through, but just because there's nothing in the chat, sometimes I go watch things and I don't put anything in the chat because I'm just watching the demo. So I don't see Mary's name in there. So Mary Bataro from California, are you on board? I know the chat is a little bit slow. So if you guys can like chime in, go, haven't seen her, draw again, do something like that, and we'll keep rolling. I'm going to list her. This is, we're just going to keep moving along quick. So if your name comes up, jump in that chat right away. I would have signed up, but it was only for US, and I'm not in the US. Oh, hi, Catherine. Yeah, I'm going to change that next year. So next year, make sure you sign up because I'm doing the digital. The reason why it was US because it's shipping and trying to get things overseas. All right, I'm doing it again. 59. Let's hope. Come on, let's get somebody here. 59 is Catherine Wayne of Pennsylvania. Catherine Wayne, are you on live stream right now? I'm going to keep trying here and then see if we can't grab somebody here. Catherine Wayne. Before, I was always a little bit more nervous about this because I was sending actual products. This is so good. Hi, Linda. Thank you. All right, Catherine. All right. Catherine Wayne, you're going to have like 3 minutes or so before your winnings goes away. And I don't know if that's Vika Lakoitia did not sign in. So I'm moving on from there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who 83 is. Leslie Zoblob. Leslie Zoblob from Ontario, California. Are you here? Leslie Zoblob. Well, what do you guys think? I wish people would show up. So we're just going to keep moving because Catherine did not Catherine, I didn't hear from you, so I'm signing off because you're going in and out. Oh, I'm sorry, Caroline. I don't know. How's everybody else? Am I staying tuned in with all of you guys? Am I holding the live stream, or is it getting weak, or is that just an internet thing? Keep going. We are still here. Okay, Celia, 62. All right. Let me see. 62. Where are we? That is 62 is Sherry Banwart. Sherry Banwart from Oregon. Are you on? Thank you, David, for letting me know. Julie, I can still see in here. Awesome. I'm waiting for you to call my name. I'm trying. That's the way to think, Mary. Just think like that. Okay. Sherry Banwart, are you on the line? All right. I'm not going to dilly-dally. I'm moving on. 29. We've got 29. Where is it? Doris Seaman Armstrong from South Dakota. Doris, are you here? Doris Seaman Armstrong from Dakota. Chime in. I'm back, trying again. Okay, Caroline. All right. I'm just going to keep going, you guys. Oh, Linda Davis, you are here. I couldn't reply on YouTube. How come you couldn't reply? You couldn't chat in there? Maybe you must have a setting. All right, Linda, congratulations. We do have one winner, you guys. She was on YouTube. All right. So Linda, what I need you to do is hang tight. I need you to send an email to me, and this will be in the chat too. But if you can email me your, let me put my email in here. So we still got one winner to go, you guys. I need you to email me what email address to get a hold of you, where you want me to send. I'm typing here. So this is my email. Linda Davis, congratulations. I need you to email me the email address that you want connected to the Sketch Extravaganza course, and I will send you your login information, and you get to get in that class for free. All right? Awesome. Yes, we have a winner. Now we got one more to go, and I'm losing my voice. Let me drink. Okay, one more winner. Are you guys all still with me? You're all hanging in here? I know you're waiting. You're like, call my name. All right, 87. Let's see where we are. Thank you, Linda, for jumping over. And congratulations. You're welcome. 87 is Paul Leeds. No, I'm sorry. Paul Dennis. Paul Dennis. Are you here? Paul Dennis? Give me a shout back. Paul is actually from England. He might not be here. He did sign up. Somebody said they didn't sign up because it said US, and we should have taken that off of there. But Paul Dennis, if you are online right now, jump in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a chance and just roll again. And worst case scenario, if Paul showed up, then I'll give away a third class. I mean, if he shows up within the next 2 minutes, not later. All right, because I want to keep this rolling because we want to get a winner, right? We want to get a winner chicken dinner online here tonight, today. 18 is, let me see who's number 18. Oh, you guys aren't going to believe it. 18 is Linda Gooch. That's me. No, I don't win. That was a test when I signed up on my own landing page, and I forgot to mark that off as not drawing on here. So let me do it again. 36 Linda Gooch is not a winner in this game. 36 is, I cannot believe it, another Linda. Linda Walraid from North Carolina. That's crazy, you guys. I'm not doing Lindas on purpose. Okay, is there a Linda Walraid, Walraid, Walraid from North Carolina? What are the chances? LOL. No kidding, Julie. What are the chances? All these Lindas coming up, even my own name. Crazy. Okay, well, we're going to roll again. Linda, Linda, jump in right away. I didn't see her name in the chat, but that doesn't mean that she's not listening. Just like Linda Davis was over on YouTube. And for some reason, sometimes on YouTube, if you have certain settings, it won't let you put into the chat box, because I am getting different people putting in. Hi, Sherry Nelson. Good to see you. Deborah Dorius Burren didn't have access on YouTube, so jumped on Facebook. Huh. Yeah, you can check your settings on that. At Linda W. Is that you, Linda? The one that I just called at? I'm here. Okay, we have our other winner. Linda W. That's you. Chat, put back in the chat again. Linda is here. Okay, Mary. Awesome. Very good. Okay, Linda. So I put in what I need you to do. Don't anybody go anywhere, you guys, because I'm going to try to do one more. So I'm going to give 3 away this time. Linda W., I am putting in my email. What I want you to do is email me, all right, and just say, hey, I won today, gmail.com. And what I want from you is your email address that you want attached to the Sketch Extravaganza course. All right, Linda W., I just dropped that in the chat box, and it's on YouTube too. See that email? Unbelievable. We had 2 Lindas winning. We're going to pull a different name. I do not want you guys to think that I am like partial to Linda's names. So are you guys going to stay with me? You want me to try to draw one more? Are you guys all with me on that? And then we're going to shut this baby down. But I do have a couple other things I want to share with you about news coming up. And I know we're running long here. So, but let me try. Let's try to get one more winner in the house. See what we can do. Okay, Rick. Good. I'm glad you're still here. All right. 65. The men on board are saying, come on, that's both women that won. We got to get a man in here, right? You guys are going to be feeling left out. 65 is Chris Bloom, North Carolina. Chris Bloom of North Carolina, are you here? Thank you, Linda. Please email me what email address you want attached to your course. Chris Bloom of North Carolina, can you chime in? We're going to give the Chris Bloom a minute. While we're waiting, just let me do one thing here and add this up here for a second. If you're not on my Teaching Tuesday email, then what I would like you to do is consider jumping on there. What that is it is every other Tuesday, I send out a Teaching Tuesday email, and it sends you to a free lesson, has all kinds of information in it, and it's sometimes got demos, sometimes it's about supplies. There are different things. I'm not a Linda, but I'm still here. Awesome. Thank you, CMT Todd from YouTube. So Teaching Tuesday emails, I'm going to put this in. If you're not on my Teaching Tuesday email and you'd like to be, I just dropped it in the chat box where you can go to this page, enroll, and then what that does is you'll get Teaching Tuesday emails from me. They have different lessons in them. It's about tools. It's about supplies. It just keeps you all up to date. So it's every other Tuesday. So you only get those every other Tuesday. So I just dropped that in the chat if you are interested in that. And then the other thing that I wanted to alert you to is my last in-person workshop is happening this October here in Scottsdale. I'll be teaching Skies and Sunsets in person at Scottsdale Artist School. The phone number is on the screen there. You can call the school to find out all the information. It's 4 days live in Scottsdale. If you are interested in that type of thing, that's coming up right away. And then remember, I do have also my gouache course that is opening mid-month. That's coming next September. You'll have an opportunity to jump in that. If you want to get on the wait list, it's lindaglovergooch.com/waitlist. Gives you information as soon as we have the price set. All right. Our last winner didn't show up. So what we're going to do is roll again, because some of you guys are being faithful and hanging in here. We're going to try and get one more winner, and I'm going to give away 3 Sketch Extravaganzas instead of 2, because you guys have been patient. 30. Who's number 30? Come on, number 30. Number 30 is Noma Freeman of Texas. Are you on board? Is Norma here? Has anybody seen Norma? If you're on YouTube and you've seen Norma or Norma on Facebook, give a shout out real quick. If you don't mind, we want to keep rolling. And is there a Noma? Noma Freeman, Texas. I recognize that name, so I think she's been on some of my other Facebook Lives and things. So Noma, are you here? Jump on. And you know, the chat can be a little bit slow. So just while we're giving her 1 minute, hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Again, that demo that we did, or the demo that I did. And I'm going to add this back to the stage to talk about it a little bit more. When I was working on this, remember, if you do clouds, you can see some of that lightest value there in the cloud. Start conservative on your skies when you're doing clouds. Just start a little conservative so that you've got room to grow. It's really easy to, I've done it before, and I've ruined some by going too dark too soon. So that's just another little tidbit note there. All right, no word from Noma. So, and I don't see her showing up. I'm going to try to do one more. 23. Gloria Higginbottom of Arkansas. Are you on YouTube or Facebook? Gloria Higginbottom. Okay, I'm scrolling through here. I know I've made this hard for myself by doing another one. I could have ended it and just moved on, but you guys are also faithful and waiting. I thought, let's try one more time. And Linda Davis said maybe others are having the same problem with YouTube, and that could be. That's true. That could be. I guess I should. Let me check my email and see if anybody has sent anything to me, but I don't see anything. We're just going to have to keep moving on. Let me double check here. Just to be safe, I don't want anybody to feel left out. Nope. Not that they, okay, so now I got to get my thing to run again here. My number guy doesn't want to come up for me. So we're going to push through one more time. There we go. All right. I'm going to roll 3 more times, and if I can't get a winner, then we're just going to have to sign off. All right, you guys? Because I don't know about you, but you guys probably have things to do. Do comment. Let me see what we said here. Mary, I'm on YouTube and I don't have problems. Okay, thank you. I'm in Arkansas. Does that count? Kelvin, that was close. We tried, Kelvin. We tried. We had the right state. All right, let's do it again. $21. That could be a lucky number right there. 21. Pamela Gavette of Florida. Are you on YouTube or are you on Facebook? Pamela Gavette. All right. Anybody see a Pamela anywhere? Gavette. She's from Florida. All right. We'll just give it a minute here. I'm on YouTube and I don't have any problem. Yeah. Yeah, Mary, thank you. And sometimes it's got to do with people's settings. So if you want those that were having problems, you can check those settings over and see, if that is part of the case. So we just don't know. Pamela Cavett of Florida. I'm just going to give her like a couple more seconds and we're going to move on because we are not going to go over an hour on this. We're getting off here in just a few minutes. I'm running it again. 80. Let's see, number 80. I got to be careful how I say this because I know there is a first name on here, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. Rich Kaplan of New York. There's a Rich on here. Is that you? I saw a Rich earlier. Where are you, Rich? There's a Rich on here somewhere. Where are you? Where are you? I know I saw a Rich. I am here. Rich Kaplan, is that you from New York? That's you. That's you because I see you're Rich. Is that you, Rich Art, Rich Kaplan of New York? Are you? Yes. All right. I am Rich K, but I'm from Prescott. You know what? It's Rich, and it works for me because I'm not going to keep drawing. So, Rich, you are the third winner today. How about it, you guys? Don't you think that's fair? And I know people are saying, I could change my name. All right, Rich, you got it. You're the winner because we can't keep going. And this was an extra one that I threw on. And it's pretty close because it's Rich Kaplan. And if Rich shows up, if the real Rich shows up in 1 minute or two, he'll get one too. Be fair. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate it. Okay, Rich, you need to email me. I'm going to drop it back in here again. And I'm not going to be leaving my emails in these chats for very long. So make sure you get a note of it for all three of you winners, because I don't want to keep my email online like that for, or I'll be getting all kinds of spam, so to speak. So goochstudio@gmail.com. Email me what email address you want your Sketch Extravaganza course. And I'm so glad that I got 3 winners that were here on board. It's a lot more fun when you can do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you, Diane, and thank you, Cecilia. Thank you all for joining in. I really appreciate it. And just keep track of what's happening on YouTube. I got lots of lessons there. Remember, if you want to scroll back through this, I put the post in there for those free sketching that are at my blog. There are 2 free lessons where you get the images, the downloads, everything. So those are there at the blog, and you can scroll back through. Those links will stay in the comment box. I will go back in after this loads and processes. In the first comment, I'll add those 3 sketchbooks that I showed you guys. So you can go back and check those over. I'll put links and the names and information about those for you guys. And thank you all. Thank you, David, Deborah, Mary, Kelvin, Diane. Thank you guys so much. Stay creative, stay practicing, enjoy that journey. That's the main rule. And go easy on yourself because it's a journey for sure. All right, my friends. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'll catch you next time.